Welcome back to this tutorial series on using Photon Ranch. In this video we're going to cover remote controlling a telescope. So when you log into Photon Ranch, you'll see that in the central region there is the option to control a telescope. If you click here, you can choose a date that you want to control a telescope. If you select any day that's suitable, you'll be presented with a variety of different times at the different sites around the globe. These are all in your local time, so select one that is the most appropriate for what you would like to observe. For example, if I select 0630 in Tenerife and the Canary Islands and we scroll back up, you'll see there's the flag of the Canary Islands next to the specifics of the booking. You can then click book and your booking will appear on the home screen. Here is a booking that I've already made. I'm going to click on that. Our booking loads up into an active observing session. You'll see that if I scroll down a little bit, there's a sky view on the left hand side which shows all of the objects, stars, constellations and solar system objects that are currently visible above the telescope that we've chosen. Again, we can choose target selections or to enter details manually. I'll choose target selections to start with. Again, we can choose types of target. I'll choose galaxy, and you're presented with a list of 5. You can select from any of these and you get a preview window of what your galaxy will look like from an archive observation. If that looks good, you can click on Go, and now a 3-color image begins. Here you can see the status of your request while this animation is happening. So the green on available means that your telescope is available. The telescope icon says that your telescope is tracking on the target currently, and the flashing blue camera says exposing, which means that your request is being executed. You can see here that the progress bar says 1 of 3. We selected the defaults, which is to take a color image, and that means that 3 images will be taken: a red or an R' filter observation, a blue or a B filter observation, and a V or a green filter observation. You have to wait while each of your observations is done. So if your exposure time is quite long, you may be looking at this screen for quite a while. I'm going to speed things up just for the purpose of this video. And there's our first image in our sequence of 3. At this point, you could cancel the observation and start another one. But the system will continue to do the next 2 observations in this 3-color sequence. Now you can see that the camera is idle. This means that our observation has been completed and we can return safely to the observation window. So we can now click Start Another Observation. I'll click Start again and show you what happens if you click I'll enter the details. You can see there are various targets here on the left hand side. We'll pick one of them now, NGC 7089. We can click Find Coordinates, and the system has looked up the coordinates of this, a globular cluster. You can see we have a short time remaining, but we only need a short time to get a single filter observation. I'll choose 03 and I'll choose 20 seconds and then click Go. When the observing page loads, you'll see some changes over on the left-hand side with the status of various different components. Firstly, that the telescope was moving to target, and now that the camera is exposing. You'll also notice that on the right-hand side, in the larger area, you'll see the previous image that you had taken an observation of. And instantly, as soon as that one's ready, you get the image. If you want to click Start Observation and you have any remaining time, then you can return to the observing screen and start another observation. You can either use the suggestions or enter the details. And if you return to the dashboard, you'll notice that your observations haven't made it here yet. This is because when you're in live observing mode, you have a direct connection to the telescope and you get your images directly from there. Once images have made it into the archive, that means that the LCO calibration pipeline has been run on them and the images are of the highest quality possible. The ones that you were seeing previously were only very quick processing of those images. That's given you a very quick introduction on how you can book a session and remote control a telescope using Explore at Photon Ranch.